Now, if you install the software in silent mode, which we definitely recommend, it's an option when you first install the software. Let's watch how that operates a little bit differently, especially if you're a novice computer user and you're not a techie. Definitely just turn off your notifications. BluePoint will handle everything basically behind the scenes for you and not provide you, with decisions like that if you're not quite sure what to do when you see things like that. So let's pop open Task Manager here. Of course, Task Manager just shows us everything executing code-wise on our machine. Now we can sit here and attempt to run our VB script, and you can see it's not allowing it to run and it's silent. So the user's not given an option to run that software. So again, the difference here is BluePoint's not blocking code based upon some massive bad list that we constantly update. Now, we certainly have that on the AV side of the house, but when it comes to prevention, that's definitely not the way to go, as we've sort of shown here in a very, very basic example. So why again would we show this example? Well, we'll give you one good reason here. If you look here, as in our past video, our technology discussion in the last video we put out, this has been going on for a very, very, very long time and is still going on. We've got a good start on 2010 already. Malicious code is a problem that's out there today. The problem is not solved, and one of the reasons why it's not solved is because of what you just witnessed. When it comes to a malware writer, if I were to decide today to write a new virus and I found a 0-day vulnerability in, say, IE7, and I wanted to distribute that, I could fairly freely do that. I'm going to do what the malware writers are doing every single day, which is load up all the current AV products that are out there on the market. I'm going to write new code and change that code just a little bit, the same kind of code that you just saw, depending on what my intended goal is. And I'm going to keep running that code in a test mode, similar to what you see here, until the AV product doesn't flag the file and it allows it to run, as you just saw a couple of minutes ago. We didn't even have to make any modifications to that VB script. It was just simply allowed to run, so saved us a little bit of time. If we were trying to accomplish a little more complicated goal, such as stealing passwords, we may get flagged by heuristics and have to do a little bit of work to get around it. Now, most people would immediately come to the conclusion, well, they can do the same thing with BluePoint. Why don't they just change their code a little bit? Why don't they just change things a little bit and sneak around BluePoint? Well, they're going to be in for a surprise when they load up BluePoint and attempt that same feat, because it's not going to work. I could sit there and change that VB script code all day long, and it's not going to change the fact that your user, at the very least, is going to get a pretty stern warning and a pop-up. And by the way, once that pop-up has already come up, that notification that you're seeing, BluePoint has already prevented and denied that item. Really, that pop-up just comes up to give you an ability to override it if you have notifications turned on. If you don't, then BluePoint just silently blocks it and you go about your business surfing the internet. You wouldn't actually even know about it, which is the way we like it. Nice and simple. So again, the example is to show that either we change and we start rethinking the way we're doing things, or you or your company may end up on this timeline and as part of this long distinguished history. It's up to you. We've decided that this problem needs to stop, and there needs to be a change out there. So the decision's in your hands. Thanks for watching.